What's going on, Internet? Eric Bandholz in a very snowy Austin, Texas. Going to be a little bit different video for you guys because the office is closed and the video show's got to go on, and I am talking about this giant mustache. All right, let's get out of the elements. It is cold. It is cold out there. So, one of the best attributes I have is my mustache. It grows in quite thick, quite full, and I wanted to share with you guys some of the secrets and tips I have on how to maintain a mustache this big and kind of the rules you gotta have. So first things first, the size of your mustache is really going to be determined by your genetics primarily. I mean, you can take a little bit of minoxidil, but that's really not going to do anything other than help you get to your natural genetics a little bit faster. So the best thing to do is always embrace what you got, work with what you got. So I've got a pretty full, dense beard, and funnily enough, or not funnily enough, the tips actually don't get to that far. So they'll kind of end up getting about this far, and in the process, they get some really weird waves to it, real wispy. Some guys may not have like full thick density here, but they can grow really long. So giant mustache can be two different ways, I guess, like really long is a giant mustache, and then really full and dense is a giant mustache. So mine's going to be a little more on the walrus side of things. So the first rule I want to talk about is your mustache actually takes a really long time to grow. So I've been growing this for a while, and it comes down to almost at the bottom of my chin if I pull it all the way straight. And this is almost just about terminal length for me. So that means my mustache is not going to get any longer. What happens is the hairs will cycle out and they'll fall out, and the new ones will grow in this place and pretty much just be as long as that. Now with the giant mustache, you're always going to get it in your mouth. You just kind of get used to it. It's one of those things that, you know, is it's like having longer hair. You know, longer hair is going to take longer to dry after hopping out of the shower. It's just one of the realities of it. And having a mustache that's big and giant, it's going to get in your mouth, it's going to get in your food, it's going to get in drinks. So napkins, straws, those are going to be your best friends. Now, when it comes to styling, that's actually going to be really helpful. So the key is, to the best of your ability, you know, part it down the middle, go style it away from your face this way and this way. Now, the biggest mistake a lot of people make is they're just going to try to curl up the ends right here. And what you need to do is go in a downward motion over your lips, and then a sideward motion this way, and then back along the face. So it's kind of down, side, back is the styling technique that you want to have. And this will give you the most optimal looking, you know, like handlebar shape. And speaking of handlebar, you guys know that we have really like 3 styling products. We have a styling balm, utility balm, and a mustache wax. So the utility balm is going to be a very, very lightweight hold. That's what I have in here. It gives just slightly a little bit of hold in there, but nothing really to kind of hold your shape. It's more of a conditioning product. And then your styling balm and your mustache wax, they both are medium hold. So they'll kind of like lock it into this swoop place, but where a lot of guys make the mistake is expecting it to do the handlebars that will be like the perfectly round circles. And to do that, you need a high hold product, a high hold wax, which we don't sell. A secret hack, Greg talked about it in one of his videos, is actually using Elmer's glue. It's non-toxic and you can wash it out. So if you ever want a little tip to get the handlebar, personally, I never like the handlebar. It's a little too manicured for me and my style that I'm going for, but I think it's an amazing thing that a lot of guys can pull off really, really well. So if that's your vibe, if that's your jam, definitely go the handlebar curl if you want to do that. Otherwise, just kind of stick to the natural swoop. It's a good looking way to go. Now, the other rule I want to talk to you guys about with growing out a giant mustache is a giant mustache should really go along with a giant beard, or counterpoint, if you have a giant beard, it kind of deserves a giant mustache. Now, not everyone's got the ability to grow both a giant mustache and a giant beard. I tend to grow a giant mustache and then I'll neglect the beard. And you can see in this photo, somewhere over here maybe, Ben, put it here. And you can see in this photo where I just had a huge, ginormous mustache and just like a 5 o'clock shadow. And it's just completely silly. It's absolutely silly. Now, when I say these rules, that's going to be for the best looking beard, right? For proportions, a big beard deserves a big mustache, but rules are meant to be broken. And you don't always have to grow for the reason of looking the best. You can do it because you just want to stand out. You want something different. You want to play around. You want to explore. You want to try new things. Those are all very valid reasons. And not everyone has to grow a beard to look the best. You grow a beard for your own reasons, and there's a lot of different reasons to do it. So just a general rule, if you want the best looking beard, keep the proportions intact. Otherwise, play around with it, have some fun. Having a giant mustache, one of the most important tools to have is pocket comb. This is our unicorn vomit. We'll probably be sold out of this by the time you're watching this. We only got a couple more left of these, but it's just great to keep in your pocket. When you do get food in it, you can rinse it in the bathroom afterwards, and then just having the pocket comb, which has the tighter teeth for the mustache right here, and then fatter teeth for the beard. And it's just a really great way to keep the mustache looking lined up throughout the day. Get it only at beardbrand.com. The last thing I want to remind you guys is a beard is very rarely, a beard and a mustache actually, the mustache is very rarely symmetrical. You're like the tips on mine, I think this one tends to just like fall down all the time, whereas this one I can kind of keep in a cool looking swoop. So, you just kind of got to go with the flow and kind of accept that, your faces aren't symmetrical. Your eyes aren't symmetrical. If you like put a mirror up, you'll have two different faces depending on which side of the face you choose to mirror. So your mustache is the same case. And I want you guys to not like really overanalyze your mustache and spend so many hours in the morning trying to get the perfect mustache, because the reality is most people aren't going to notice it. You might not even notice it. And, you got better things to do in life than spend hours trying to get your mustache. But giant mustaches are fun. Not a lot of people can grow them. So if you've got that ability to grow them, I encourage you to, embrace the suck, which is getting the food and the drinks in your mustache. And in really cold weather like this, I've noticed I was starting to get some mustache icicles when I was shoveling the snow this morning. So, you get some experiences that are a little bit fun. So I hope all is going well. Hope you guys, I appreciate you guys who stuck around with this iPhone format rather than my typical studio stuff. Got to get content out for you guys. I love getting content out for you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. As always, thanks for watching. Cheers. Keep on growing. Whoever knew sweat could smell so good? I did, because I've been using Beardbrand's new deodorant. Grab it at beardbrand.com.